Hello, welcome to my channel. Yeah, I'm back from our visit with our friend, and thank you for your patience with regards to today's video. I'm going to go ahead and give these cards a shuffle and see what comes up. The cards I'm using are the Gilded Tarot by Jiro Marchetti, again, using these cards again, and we'll see what comes up. So, the Queen of Cups on the bottom. So, yeah, we went to drove to our friend in a town called Ettlingen today, and we spent the afternoon with her and helped her find some stuff that needed to be found. And I feel pretty good. We got back a little about 20 or 30 minutes ago, and I finished the meditation and thought I'd get it posted. As you can see, it's dark here. Everything's with regular lights in the rooms, and so that means it's dark outside, which is like really kind of funny. And this card popped out, and it was, no, I don't know, the Eight of Wands just popped out of the deck, but I don't know if that's the card that they want me to use today. I will go ahead and keep it, but I will pull another card. Let me see when they say tell me to stop. Okay. I said stop. I put the cards over here. And I got the Sun. Now that's the most optimistic card. So I got these two cards, Eight of Wands and Sun. I will check on the book what they mean after I finish the meditation. Also, the Sun, I know, is a very positive card. It's probably the biggest yes card in the deck. And this means that everything is just hunky-dory, if you will. So that's like a good thing. So that's the card. I love this card, by the way. I think it's beautiful. I have never seen a Sun card that is just as beautiful as this one. So I'm like, wow, 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 wow. That's very cool. And let's see what we got. We're on day 8. And this is April 20th, 2025. Happy Easter, everyone who's celebrating. And here we go. So I started out by saying today is Easter Sunday, and we are heading to the south to Baden-Württemberg to see a friend of ours. And Sunshine says, it's nice that you are doing that. When you get there, make certain that you have your rods. I will help you in the search. I said, I will. They are right here beside me. I hope that we can find the keys that she is searching for. The house is so big. I always call it the museum because it is big with lots of history to it. And so Sunshine says, just keep in mind that you are not always meant to be the one coming to the rescue. I said, maybe, but if we can help, then that will be good enough. Something tells me that it will take someone with the keen sense of observation. Sherlock Holmes I am not, but I'm pretty good at finding lost items. And Sunshine says, that you are. So you're feeling better today? And I said, yes, Sunshine, I feel much better. But still, I'm finding that I am much better at handling the noise in my head. I'm glad that makes some sense. Another name just popped into my head, Dolly Madison. Yet I cannot recall what the significance of that person actually was. And she said, so you just read about her. What thoughts crossed your mind when the name popped in? What Sunshine is saying is, yeah, so you read about her. I went on Google and searched her because I really didn't know very much about her, so. I said, I know that she was significant in U.S. history, but the name is one I didn't know very much of as far as the impact that she had. I guess it would be the same with me. I maybe have a huge impact. I may have had a huge impact on the world, but some people hear my name or know my name, at least based on my call sign. And Sunshine said, Dolly Madison was the first lady of the U.S. back in James Madison was president. I said, yes, I had heard the name. Is she here? And Sunshine says, yes. And I said, okay, Dolly, do you have a message for me? And she says, I do indeed. I'm seeing what is happening in the US right now. Many of us are, and it is utterly tragic. However, the tide will turn. It is rather like the issues of my day, leading up to a massive transformation. When the people begin to see the changes and witness a massive transformation, then the world will indeed change. You are now attending you are now standing at the precipice of grand and miraculous change. All that must be done is to accept and embrace it. Sometimes the key to all of this is to find the correct lock to try it in. In the world, you are seeing the evolution taking place. One fine day, you will wake up to see that the world has indeed changed to such a degree that you may not fully recognize the extent of said change. The men of my day believe that women are not a force to be reckoned with. We're pretty things that sat on the background and held pretty flowers. Today you know that women are a powerful force to be reckoned with. Remember, the first person to see Jesus after his resurrection was in fact a woman. The power that is within the feminine spirit cannot be understated. And I said, thank you, Dolly. I will remember that. Unfortunately, I have a long day ahead of me and will have to cut short. Sunshine, can we continue their chat later after we return? Then I can tell you if we are able to find the key. And Sunshine says, of course, until later. So this was when we took a pause. I made a pause, and we went to visit our friend, and we searched for the keys, and we found everything that she was looking for. And she felt much better, and we felt happy that we were able to help her. And she gave us a couple of bottles of wine, and she gave us some liqueurs and stuff like that. She was very grateful and very happy that we helped her find the keys that she needed. So we got back and I wrote, so we made it back home, mission accomplished. We found all the keys and our friend feels much better. And going back to what happened is that the main key that we were looking for is actually I didn't find it, my husband did. He found the key. So I thought that was really interesting that earlier in the meditation, they said, you may not be the one who finds the key. It may be someone else, or it may be from another source. So that sort of was a prediction that I wasn't going to find the key, but my husband would, or somebody else would. So that was kind of amazing. At any rate, told you that it was going to be okay. All you have to do is trust and know that all will be well. I said, I won't doubt you again. I did finally use the rods again. And Sunshine says very snarkily, was that before or after they fell into out of your pocket and landed in the loo? And I said, oh, that was not expected. I had to use a hand towel to dry them off. I had put them in my back pocket, and when I leaned over only slightly, they fell out. I was glad I had not used it yet. Had to dry them off. I will probably do a bit of cleaning and disinfecting now. Sunshine says, I have to admit, that was hilarious. I said, I'm glad that you were amused. Hopefully, it will not hamper in their usefulness. Sunshine says, no, the energy is still there. But when I told you that the key was in that room, I told you so. Luckily, your husband gave the third key a go. Hopefully, your friend will be able to use them now and no longer worry about them. Her son was in that house, though. He was everywhere. He was energetically everywhere. It may be that his energy has been having an effect on what she is seeing or feeling at night. I said, I get that impression too, but I didn't want to freak her out. The house really feels like a museum. It's like walking through a piece of history. That, along with her story, somehow has a way of bringing us back in time. She says, yes, it is what happens. Old houses often have their own stories, and those who are loving their old homes will often stick around them and watch over the people they leave behind. Your friend's son is like that. What she sometimes hears at night could very well be that family members visiting, but as you said, it was perhaps a good idea to not freak her out. I said, true, but I felt like we did something good today. We paid a friend a visit and tried to help her sort a few things out. Now she must not worry any more about accessing her belongings. And Sunshine says, indeed, but now that you are back, how do you feel? And I said, I feel good. And she said, then you did something to be proud of. Let us close again and tomorrow we can continue. I said, thank you, Sunshine. And she said, anytime. And that's where we ended. Yeah, that was really hilarious what happened with the rods. I did not anticipate that happening, but it did, and I had to dry them off with a towel, and now I'm going to be cleaning them because that was so weird. That was so stupid that happened, but at any rate, it did, and it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the book out and read about the Eight of Wands and the Sun, and see if I can get anything here from this. Okay. Here we go. Eight of Wands. So here we go. There's Eight of Wands. 8 wands fly through the air, indicating speed over a fertile and lush countryside. If you have experienced setbacks or delays, then the 8 of Wands will be a welcome sight, for this card always brings swift-moving energy into play. With this card comes a sudden burst of activity and excitement following the arrival of good news. The 8 of Wands can also represent travel, often by air. Okay. So that's the 8 of Wands. Yeah, some good news comes. Yeah, I can deal with that. We were on the Autobahn today, and, that was pretty fast, but I don't know if it was air travel, but it was fast enough. So there you go for the 8 of Wands. Okay, now for the Sun. Let's see. The Sun, here we go. Okay. The Sun is depicted in the central body of the cosmic scheme, the journey of the planets as they map across the heaven. With everything in rightful place, it is charted in relation to the sun of the zodiac. The Sun is made active is a made active energy of the conscious mind and physical plane. It provides us with warmth, energy, and daylight. The sun's light illuminates everything clearly, and all of life responds to its warmth. The Sun is one of the most positive cards in the tarot, for it brings happiness, success, and triumph, excellent relationships, a happy marriage, contentment, prosperity, and good health. The Sun tends to shine favorably upon any situation. When this card is present, it is important to make the most of its favorable aspects. So, those are the two cards, and they seem very, very apt for today's meditation. We had a very positive result. We were able to find the keys that my friend needed. We were able to find all the things that she needed, and I had a positive and nice interaction with Dolly Madison, which was also kind of surprising. So, so all in all, good day. A very sunshiny day with a little bit of speed and flying through the down the Autobahn, so to speak. So, very good day. So, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for your patience with regards to the video today, and happy Easter. Enjoy your day, and take care. And as always, namaste.